It's getting warmer, the days are getting longer. It's almost as though here in the Eastern time zone, the sun's coming up at 5 in the morning and going down at 10 at night. It's as though the days never end. And before you know it, those days are going to be filled with 90+ degree temperatures. That's great. Hello friends, welcome to Mr. Snayl's Wild Ride. I am Mr. Snayl, and the wild ride is my life so far. I don't like to be hot. I mean, nobody likes to be uncomfortable, but it seems like most people waste all the pent-up energy they have around it just complaining about it. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. No, it's all the complaining. As a pasty ginger, I've spent my entire life hating the hot and avoiding the sun whenever possible. Because it's been a lifelong preoccupation, I've tracked and implemented numerous protocols necessary to keep myself and my environment cool. So I thought I might share 12 of my tips and tricks with you guys before it gets too hot for me to think. So let's start small and radiate outward. First, your person. Number 1, wear cargo shorts. Not only are they handy for all the additional junk you need for summer, like lip balm, sunblock, and so forth, they also help to keep things away from your core that might make you hot. My cell phone gets hot. I can keep it away from my groin by putting it in an outer pocket. Tip number 2, wear a hat to protect your bald head. And if the sun isn't shining in your eyes, then you need to turn that hat around because the sun is burning your neck. Tip number 3, be a washcloth neck. This is a trick a friend of mine taught me that uses evaporative cooling just like your air conditioner. Take a clean washcloth, or if you're a fat neck like me, a clean hand towel, get it completely wet, wring it out, and drape it around your neck. Now granted, this doesn't work if you're going to a black tie affair, but if you're around the house especially, you'll be surprised at how cool this keeps you. If you do get sunburned, that's where tip number 4 comes in. Use moisturizer. If your food gets burned, it gets dried up and crispy. Well, your skin is the same way. If it gets burned, it gets dried out. Moisturizer with vitamin E, and that's non-comedogenic, non-pore clogging, works even better. You want your skin to be able to breathe while it's trying to cool off. Tip number 5, stay hydrated. Like they say, if you're thirsty, you're already partially dehydrated. Or maybe you're missing a kidney. Or maybe you're on one of many medications that makes you thirsty. That's irritating. Tip number 6, bring a sweatshirt to the movies. They're always cranking the air conditioning in there. Now let's move away from your individual person to your environment indoors. Number 7, close those curtains and blinds, especially on the south and west facings of your home in the afternoon, and to a lesser extent, the east face in the morning. Number 8, instead of cranking the air conditioning in the whole house, try localizing it to just one room, or better yet, raise the thermostat and use ceiling fans. I know a lot of people hate ceiling fans, they're ugly, they don't work, they don't know how to use them, etc. And instead of going into all the physics and fluid dynamics of it, just remember, counterclockwise is cooler. Tip number 9, if you don't have ceiling fans or you don't want to deal with the noise of a big box fan, you can use individual little desktop fans to keep your immediate proximity cooler. If under some strange circumstance you have to leave the house, let's talk for a second about the car. Number 10 is to protect your eyeballs. Prescription sunglasses are expensive. That's why I keep clip-ons in every car. These are blue blockers, just like you see on television. They really do work, and these are polarized. That costs extra. Number 11 is really a big difference at higher temperatures, like the upper 90s. It's those stupid reflector things you see in people's cars. They really do help, honestly, especially if you can crack the windows to let some of the hot air out. Tip number 12 is going to sound a little bit out of place because it's a tip for regulating your temperature in the car in the wintertime, but trust me on this one. This is something I found to be almost universally applicable. The temperature on the driver's side tends to be warmer than the temperature on the passenger side. Unless you're in a newer vehicle that has individual controls for the passenger and driver's side, you're going to want to keep this in mind regardless of where you sit. And here's a bonus tip. Don't go to the beach. Well, that's all I've got for now. If you have any tips for staying cool, leave them in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe for a whole summer of good luck, and please like and be sure to share this video if you liked any of the tips. We'll see you next week. Hello, friends. Welcome to Mr. Snayl. That's great. That's great. Always bring a sweatshirt to the movies. Bring a sweatshirt to the movies. You'll either need to prepare. But it seems like a lot of people waste all the pent-up energy they have around it. And I found this to be true time and again. Please like this video if you please like and share the video for tips. Be sure to like and share this video if you want to get the tips and the thing.